Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're gonna do an FAQ on the Samsung Galaxy M21. So Samsung Galaxy M21 is the latest smartphone announced by Samsung in the sub 15K price segment. The device retails for 12,999. In fact, on Amazon you get it for 12,699. So that's a pretty good price. You get a pretty decent device here. You have an AMOLED display, 9611 octa-core processor. That's an Exynos chipset, and a whole lot of features are offered. So let's do an FAQ video covering all the aspects of this device. So let's get started with a detailed FAQ on the Samsung Galaxy M21. So first up, let's have a look at the build quality. Now this device comes with a plastic back panel. You can see that it's made of plastic material. The material quality isn't that great. We have been using this device for quite some time. It's kind of not the greatest finishing you get, but it's quite sturdy build quality. We didn't see any sort of scratches happening. So the material quality doesn't look that appealing, but the overall finishing definitely looks quite good. It's for 13,000. It isn't bad, but it may not be the stylish device out there. Now display. So this is one thing which we don't have to say. The AMOLED display is one of the best we have seen in the sub 15K price segment. Excellent viewing angles. You can see that the bright, vivid and colorful display, much better than the IPS LCD panels you see on most of the other smartphones. So we don't see any sort of issues in the display. Now talking about the Gorilla Glass. Now we are not really sure whether there is Gorilla Glass support on this device. We checked the Samsung's website, official website. There is no mention of Gorilla Glass or any protection. Few are saying there is Gorilla Glass 3, but we are waiting for confirmation from Samsung on whether there is a Gorilla Glass support. Now next is SIM card. So we'll just take out the SIM tray from here. So this is the SIM tray. So there you go. So you can see that it comes with a triple slot, 2 SIM card slots and an SD card slot is included. That's something which is again pretty good. Now storage offered, this device does come with multiple storage. The one we have is 4GB RAM and 64GB storage. You also get a 6GB RAM and 128GB internal storage. Now next is this UI. So this device runs on the Samsung's One UI. So if you are a person who have used Samsung UI, so this is the new One UI. This is One UI 2.0 and this is the latest version. So you can see here software information, One UI 2.0, Android version is 10. Now the UI feels quite smooth. You can see that it's pretty smooth. No lags. We didn't experience any sort of lags or issues. It may not be very responsive. That's partially attributed to the fact that 9611 is not a very powerful chipset. It is powerful, but not very powerful. So the response time did take higher than a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G or the Helio G90T, but you don't see any sort of lag here. So overall the software experience is definitely good. Now performance side. So as I said before, there is no issue in terms of the performance. You can see it's pretty smooth. Switching between apps is also pretty good. The memory management is also quite good. We have done a RAM management test along with other devices and found this to be a quite decent performer. It may not be the best out there, but still it's quite a good performer. So again, no major issues we faced in terms of the performance side. So many are asking whether this will start lagging after a few months of usage, but unlike previous Samsung's UI, the One UI 2.0 definitely feels good. We haven't seen any lag on other smartphones, but we are not sure about the M21, but other phones including the A series and the S series, we didn't see any sort of issues even after 2 months of usage. So the One UI 2.0 is definitely improved. Now next is the gaming aspect. So this device comes with the Exynos 9611 octa-core processor, which is again a decent chipset. We found this chipset on the Samsung Galaxy A51 as well, and even the M31 had the same chipset. So it's quite a decent chipset, especially for gaming. We didn't see any lags. Here and there a few frame skips did happen. You can also check out a detailed gaming video to get an idea about how good the gaming experience is. So we have uploaded a dedicated video. The gaming was quite good. We are quite happy with what the performance is offered on the 13,000 price device. So no major issues. Now next is LED notification. So we're just connecting a charger here. So now the phone is being charged, but you can't see any notification LED on this device. Instead, this has the always on display. That's something which is included with this device. So always on display is there, so no LED notification on this device. Now fingerprint scanner and face unlock. So we also tested the fingerprint scanner and face unlock. So there you go. It may not be the fastest out there, but still quite a decent job. We'll just see the face unlock as well. So there you go, again quite decent, but not the fastest out there. Now USB OTG functionality, as this device does have USB OTG functionality. You can connect your pen drives and access all the files and transfer them to this device. Now next, let's have a look at the sensors available on this device. So there you go. So you can see that this device comes with accelerometer, magnetic sensor, gyroscope, steps, proximity. There is no mention of the light sensor here, but there is ambient light sensing option. So this device has these sensors included. Now next, let's have a look at the camera. So this device comes with a 48 megapixel sensor. It's a Samsung's sensor, and you also get an ultra wide angle camera as well as depth sensor, LED flash included. The front panel, you get a selfie camera. It's the U or water drop notch. And we have done a camera review of this device. Found this camera to be quite a capable one, except for low light experience. It was quite a good performer. So we don't have much of an issue, but still it may not be the best camera out there. So it's quite a decent option for camera use. Now next is battery performance and charging and screen on time. Now charging, it took around 2.5 hours to charge. We have done a detailed charging test. The battery performance is pretty good. You can get around 8 hours plus. Screen on time easily. 8 to 9 hours is easily possible on this device. Again, it depends upon what all apps you're running. So it again is based on the apps and the background apps running. So it varies. Now next is the charging. As I said before, it's a 15-watt charging. It takes around 2.5 hours to charge the 6000 mAh capacity battery. Now next we are going to check the Widevine L1 support. So there you go, let's open this, and you can see that there is Widevine L1 support included. So security level is Widevine L1, so L1 support is included, so you can watch your favorite content from Netflix and Amazon Prime in HD, and that's available. Now camera to API is something which many are asking us. So you can see that limited support is there. It's an Exynos chipset, so you get a limited support, so not all functions are available. And also getting hold of an APK with support Exynos is not very easy. There are multiple APKs. You have to try out multiple of them to get an idea about which actually supports most of these functions, but the support is limited on this device. Now next, many are asking us is there is voice or Wi-Fi option. So if you can see here, if you go to settings, go to connection, so there is the Wi-Fi calling option, and if you select this, you can see that make calls, and you can see even the notification toggle. You can see voice over Wi-Fi option. So this device does come with a voice over Wi-Fi support. VO Wi-Fi support is available. Now colors, this comes with the blue color as well as black color. So again, not much of choices, but we would suggest blue color, which feels quite good. Now pricing, as I said before, the pricing starts at 12,999. In fact, the Samsung website, the pricing listed about 13,000, but on Amazon you get for 12,699. That's 12,700 rupees, which is a pretty good deal, I would say. Now availability is available on Amazon retail stores as well as Samsung's own website in India. So you can pick one from any of these sites. So Amazon is what we recommend because the pricing is almost 300 rupees lesser or even 500 rupees lesser than Samsung's own website. So that was a detailed FAQ on the Samsung Galaxy M21. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.